Hey everyone, I am here today with Jacob of Life on a Lens Media. And Jacob is known as the video guy who helps businesses who don't know how to get results through their video to starting to get those results within 90 days. So today I brought Jacob in to talk about how photo and video play together because this is something that we talk about a lot. So, Jacob, I will let you start us off.
All right. Well, we had a little warm up to this, so we've talked quite a bit about this. It's exciting. So I want to open it up with let's talk about quality.
Hmm.
I think you know what I mean when I say that. And just to clarify for everyone listening, let's talk about quality in the sense of, why are your professional videos not doing good, say on Facebook, versus you can post an iPhone photo or an iPhone video and absolutely crush it, versus you can't use that on your website and keep trust. Let's talk a little about that.
Yep.
So on your side, what do you find, because you've done both sides of the coin, the, initial phase where you're getting awareness and building likability on social media and kind of nurturing still. And you've also been on the other side where it's like, we need pro website content. We need to show this 7 nanometer part in its best quality with your best macro lens. So what's been your experience on that?
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of it is how are you educating your potential customer? And where are they finding you? What is that pathway? So the education part is really huge because let's be honest, like people don't want to read. So all those things that people need to read in your descriptions and your about page and all that, how do you tell people that in your photo and video? How do you get them from social, which might just be like you talking and recording yourself, to coming to your website to learn more and see, oh, this is really legit, right? Two really different pieces of content, but where's the time and place for both of them and the different types of quality is really important.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting. Do you find this too? I don't think there is like an in time actually for that, like recording yourself kind of stuff, for people going through the process. Like for example, I buy from one of my clients, also one of my favorite companies since I was a little kid. I grew up on this, is Illusionist, and they make magic stuff. And their social media is fire right now. It's been great. I've seen it grow from where it was slumping for a while to now where it's really on the rise again. It's sharing really cool magic and things like that. I don't think, like, for me, to get to the site, yes, it all looks pristine. I know because I do some of the videos for him too. My buddy Dwayne does the rest. Um, but on that social side, there's always feel like there's room for that. Do you agree with that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. It's like
I
that
was
human element,
talking,
isn't it?
yeah, I was talking with a company who does tours, and they were asking me whether it made sense for them to hire a professional photographer. And I was like, all right, well, let's talk about where you're showing your content. Because I was like, all this stuff you're making with your iPhone and the customers who are taking photos while they're on the actual experience with you, I'm like, you can use all that content on social media, your Google business profile, Instagram, Facebook, email blasts, doesn't matter. Like, you have so much space to use that kind of content. But I was like, when do you need the professional? Right?
Right,
That
indeed.
comes into, all right, let's make us look professional on the website. Give people that really hands-on information.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with it. It's all about the education, isn't it? Where
Oh,
is it relatable?
yep.
And where does it logically fit? Have you ever noticed it's kind of like in sales, right? Like if you ask the wrong questions, or yeah, the wrong questions, but you ask them in the right order, or vice versa, or you ask the wrong question. You ask them in the wrong order. You ask the questions in the right questions in the wrong order. There we
Yep.
go. You mess the whole recipe up.
Yep.
You suddenly go from making a lemon pound cake to, something give you salmonella. Um, I know. But I've noticed it's a lot like that with this same kind of customer journey, isn't it? Like they
Mhm.
have to be warm. They have to be like fish. When you get a new fish and you put him in the aquarium and
Yep.
he's gonna acclimate like
Yeah.
day, and then you open the bag and you let him out and he runs freely and he's a happy little goldfish for like 2 days. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, generally. But yeah, I think it's a lot like that, isn't it?
No, it definitely is. That's a good analogy with the goldfish.
Yeah, sometimes things just come to me, and it's great. Videos for nurturing was another one. That was off the top of the head. Um, but yeah. Now, I found this out too, right? Like how to put this. For video for like the an iPhone, it's I for content, I found that like stories, for example, on like Instagram, Facebook, I've noticed if you have a ton of video stories, you'll get nothing because people will get annoyed by you unless you're the most interesting man in the world. If
Yep.
you break up some photos, even professional photos, and sharing other people's posts,
Yep.
it does way, way better.
Yeah, it
Way
kind of
better.
breaks up the monotony.
It
And it
does.
also gives people the opportunity because a photo, people can see it, resonate with it in a second or less. A
Hmm.
video, you have a little bit longer time to be like, all right, are they going to continue watching this video? Like, what's our hook? What's the information? Are they going to keep scrolling by it? Where a photo will, you can stop on it for a less amount of time. So when you kind of combined those two different mediums, it will help people find different ways to connect with you. And what ways do people learn? Not everyone wants
Yeah.
to watch videos. Some people want that quick content to be like, all right, that's a cool photo. I want to learn more. Then maybe they'll watch the video. Or vice versa. Are they going to watch a whole video on it and then go through the carousel of photos? Right? So you got
Yeah.
to appeal to both audiences and figure out how are people resonating with you.
It's all about resonance, all about the vibe that you're bringing out, and people align with that. I think a good example of that is I think Danny Del Vecchio is the one that said this, and I love Danny. He's great. Um, but he was bringing up a point of like, okay, go look and do this right now. I'm pretty sure this is still a relevant thing. If you're watching this, go look up Apple, go look up their Instagram, look how many followers they've got. It's like some stupid millions number. But then go find the official Instagram of Tim Cook. Way more followers, way more of a followership. And he probably posts less and a lot of other things if you think about it. It's interesting as people, again, want to do business with other people. There might be a brand in the way. We think Apple, we think Steve Jobs, now we think Tim Cook.
Yep.
You know, honestly, the second Apple gets a CEO or something, for example, that wants to stay in the shadows, which my friend Illusionist found out, he kind of was just behind the scenes and kept out of the light. When he stepped forward, skyrocketed sales for his business, skyrocketed all the interaction, and he was shocked to find out that he was so relatable and so such a just inspiring good personality, even though he completely hates it. That is something super important to his brand, his business.
Yeah, for
Super
sure.
to it.
Well, if anyone wants to learn more about what you do, how you can help figuring all this out, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, my website is lolmediallc.com. On there, you'll find my phone numbers and text. You can always use our chat bot, go straight to me. Give us a call, any of that kind of fun stuff, and see kind of the portfolio, what we've done around the world over the last 8 years. Look forward to hearing from you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jacob.
Thank you.